Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to my channel, Life Force Lotus. I wanted to do a little video here because I just got a new a new backdrop, if I can figure out the right placement here. This right here is a lotus, and that's, what I want to talk about, is what is this channel all about? What can you expect to get from me? Okay, you guys, going forward. So you may have noticed that I have had a few episodes of the Life Force Lotus podcast, and I have decided, to go forward with, creating a whole new business for myself here. And I want to, integrate more of, bring a little, um, holistic holistic healing in here, you guys, because that is what I've been doing: energy work, holistic healing. And one of the things, that I'm really passionate about now is the body code, the emotion code, and, in the future, probably the belief code. And if you're not familiar with any of those things, Dr. Bradley Nelson is the author of The Emotion Code and the Body Code, and he has created this amazing energy healing therapy, where we can utilize our own bodies and our own um, our our own subconscious is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so we use kinesiology, and so we can go and tap into your energy, and then we can release trapped emotions. And it's utilized, for many things with the body, trapped emotions, and all areas of our lives even. And so I found it to be a really healing tool for me and my family. And so, yeah, I want to get certified with that. And then I just want to, introduce you guys to some things that I've been doing that have really been helping me heal, and talk about all these different tools in the toolbox, not just diet and exercise, but there's so many things in our body, in our mind, our spirit, that we can just, integrate and to make us to feel like our best selves. And that's always been my mission. Before I was Rock and Rosa Wellness, I was Rock Your Best Life. And now I am Life Force Lotus. Um, and so what does that even mean? Why is there a lotus over here? Right? Why is there a lotus over here? And why am I so obsessed with a lotus? And it's because that, this kind of came to me, through I was thinking about, okay, how can I integrate, like, not just, I don't want to just be a health coach anymore. Not that we don't need health coaches and that they're not important. We do. But things were changing in my life where I saw the benefits with energy healing and mindfulness, and really that mind, body, and spirit connection. And it doesn't matter what religion you are, um, or if you're a religion, or if you don't even believe in any of this stuff. You don't have to believe in it, but you can feel a difference in your body when you start doing different holistic modalities. And my husband is like, I feel like I talk about my husband a lot in some of my podcasts, but he has been doing so much healing over the last year. We all have. But I've seen the biggest change in him because he's really opened up his mind to try different things. And that's given me this hope where, I feel like anybody, if they're just introduced to something, if you want to try it out, you, you're not sure, right? You're like, I don't know if this is going to work, but maybe you just need a different option. And so that's why I wanted to talk to different people and say, okay, what are the options here? What can we try? And what's going to work? And my dogs are talking to me here. Anyway, so my whole mission is, okay, we have a life force, right? We have this life force inside of us, but we have been damaged by our environment, by media, social media, by even our family and friends. Well, we have we've been brought into this world full of chaos, right? And so imagine that you've got your lotus here, your lotus flower in the middle is your life force. And and so that is just how I feel that we are. That's us, right? That is every human being. We have this beautiful life force energy in the middle. And if you know anything about lotus flower, you know that they grow in these dirtiest, dingiest waters, right? And everything underneath, the dingy water, the dirt and all that, the slime and the sludge, I view that as all these things that are trying to weigh us down, right? Um, our stress, our, toxins in our environment, all of our childhood traumas, our everyday traumas, our, you know, um, all of this stuff that we go through, all this bombardment, it's trying to weigh us down. But what we can do, and sometimes it takes a while to heal from these things, but we can start to dissect that, and through different healing modalities, we can start to, and changes in our mind, our body, and our spirit, we can just start to move those things out of our way. And when you do that, you will see that your lotus blossom, your lotus flower will start to come up. And imagine there's like a bud on there, okay? And so this little bud, it's going to start to come up and it's going to start to grow. And these beautiful petals are going to come out of it. And this is how I feel that we can be our best selves, right? We can emerge as this beautiful lotus flower. And we just need to kind of dissect all those things that are weighing us down. And, some of the things that I found to help me have been a little unconventional, like acupuncture, which I love to do, and sound baths and yoga and just sitting in nature. Not unconventional, but a lot of people, just find themselves in this rut of letting all that slime and sludge weigh you down, and to the point where your head is not even above the water. You're drowning in the darkness. And so I'm here to tell you that you can come out of the darkness now. You can come into the light, and you can really embrace that life force that you have deep inside. And so that's what I'm really passionate about, is just talking about that, talking about these things that we don't want to talk about. We just had a big solar eclipse. And I hope it was great for you. And, I wasn't really feeding into all the hype and the scare tactics. I, had a feeling going into it that this was going to be amazing. This was going to be a time for me to purge and to just leave behind what I did not want to weigh me down anymore. My limiting beliefs and past traumas, and it's a process. But I felt like reborn. I felt renewed after the solar eclipse. And so I want to know, how are you feeling? And how are you feeling about this new direction I'm going in? And I've never liked to be in a box, right? But what I will say is that my whole mission is just to provide some education, some new ideas, and just some new conversations. I might be talking about some things that you don't agree with, and that's okay. We all have things that we need to work on and ways that we need to kind of open and expand, and sometimes things can trigger you. And I will say, if you're being triggered, look at that and say, okay, there's something here in the trigger that I need to kind of dissect and see, like, what is the root? Where's the root? So let's pluck it out of there. Let's work on it and analyze it. And I'm excited for this next chapter in my life. I feel like I've really been afraid to kind of talk about certain things with spirituality and energy, but we are all energy, and quantum physics is the research out there. They're finding more and more hypotheses to be true. Um, it's not just an idea anymore. It's being proven, some of these things with energy. And I just, I really want to encourage people just to kind of learn to sit with yourself, learn to get in nature, meditate. And that is where, you can really get in touch with your intuition and you can find out, okay, what is fueling my life force? Okay. And that could be as simple as what is making me happy today or what's like really bringing me down. And so if you start to think about things like that, what are you not going to allow in your space anymore that is sucking your life force out of you? And those are the kind of conversations that I can't wait to have on this channel, on this podcast. And I thank you guys for supporting me. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.